on lichess and Twitch. International Master Pawnda. No, Pawnda's here with me. He's not an International Master. I am. Welcome, guys. Astrobate, thanks for spamming the chat, getting it warmed up for us. Keeping it warm for the rest of the viewers. Astrobate, where would we be without you? Number one gifter. Number one. And overall, huge supporter of the stream. Thank you very much. We've got the Pawnda Swiss Blitz. Here's the link. I'm going to drop it in the Twitch page. Wrong. That's my YouTube channel. My bad. Well, a little false advertising. Never hurt anyone. Sorry. Sorry for the clickbait. That's my YouTube channel. This is the tournament. We'll send another one. This is our tournament. It's the Pawnda Swiss Blitz 2. International Master William Pascal, a.k.a. Sparkle Horse, here on lichess, Sladgie on Twitch. Xerox, Oms, Como Kid. Como Kid seems to have increased the rating up 2200. Lemonade Master, Krevedko, Mr. Slowhand, Astrobate, Mr. Slowhand special mention as a huge supporter of the stream. And then Abel Skeever and Albert. So thanks, guys. Hope we'll get some more players before it starts. We've got 12 minutes, and you can join any time or leave between rounds. Play on your lunch break at work. Couldn't ask for something more convenient. We got some lurkers. DK guy, Ayesta, I see you there. Get in here. Get in here. Don't think you can get away after lurking. We got heat in Budapest. Very hot and humid. Despite thunderstorms around, it hasn't helped at all. I'm going to drink some hot coffee in celebration of how hot it is. I should make iced coffee. Oh, no time. No time like the present for the Pawnda and Horses Club weekly Blitz tournaments. The Pawnda Swiss Blitz 2. Coach Ah is here. Are you first? You are in here. 10 players. Is there a 10-player limit or something? At least with 10 players, we're guaranteed to have 9 rounds. I didn't see. I'm surprised if some of the others didn't. Astrobate, I didn't see your chess analytics. Catalytic converter. But chess analytics. Welcome, guys. International Master William Pascal. I strive to provide true chess knowledge. I'm not, a snake oil salesman. We're not here for my good looks, although you get that as a bonus. Basically just real intermediate to advanced level analysis, games, blitz, tournaments, simuls. I try to take chess seriously. I pass it on to the viewers. Cormoran, welcome. Sorry for the Swiss. We will drop an arena. That's it. An arena in there once in a while to keep you happy. I saw you beating up on a young Hungarian talent today, Cormoran. We also had news that Cormoran had defeated Nils Grandelius in a blitz game here. He's a dangerous customer. Hopefully I don't have to play him today. 11 players. We crossed the 10 barrier with 11. Someone mentioned it in a stream. See, that's part of being part of the community. I just, you're on my friends list now, so I keep an eye on you. And I noticed you were playing Demeter Dorina, who's like one of the top young women in Hungary, and one of the top girls, and also the mention about Nils Grandelius. So you're doubly famous today. But anyway, guys, we're gonna be streaming the whole tournament. 2 hour. I always want to say. I can't stop saying arena. 2 hour Swiss Blitz. 5+3. The games last about 15 minutes at the max. An hour, a minute between rounds. I thought that you beat... Huh? I thought that you beat Dorina. Did she beat you? I saw a game where I thought you were the victor, but sometimes lichess projects the game looking the opposite way, so maybe I was wrong. Sorry if I brought up a bad subject. Yeah, I guess I just saw the board. It puts your name at the bottom. That makes you look like you were black. Like you were... Made it look like you were on the winning side. That's the impression that I had. But it's deceptive sometimes on lichess. I'm sorry for bringing it up. I did it again. But at least you beat Grand Elias. He's very consistent. He beats world-class grandmasters, loses to WFMs. That's the way it's supposed to be. Master of inconsistency. Alright, so Xerox is here. Alms, Como Kid, Lemonade Master. Pretty strong starting group. A lot of players around 2,200. 7 minutes to go. The tournament lasts about 2 hours. 2.5. We got 9 times 15. 2.5 hours, right? Let's see. 9 times 15 is 125. 45 minutes plus 1090, 135. 2 hours and 15 minutes. I'm a math genius. I actually calculated that in my head. In my elementary school, I was like the fastest one with flashcards. First and second grade. Math and addition and subtraction. I was the fastest. But things went downhill after that. I didn't quite excel in math as much. Never. It doesn't matter. I just lie at parties. Wish I could jump in. I have to watch Baby Duty. I understand, man. Understandable. You can be like Morales and play with the baby. The baby just crushed me. It was amazing how Morales played stronger with the baby than without. Slightly suspicious. The baby was cheating. Looks too strong for you. Yeah, absolutely. We need some lower rated players to kind of balance it out. Not as brutal as my Thursday Hungarian All-Star Arena, where everyone is like brutally strong and fast. Guys, please support the stream. I gotta thank Blobix, Baronzen Knight, and WJ Lou for their donations this week. Astrobate with his gift subs, 2 of them to be exact. Warnaki also with 100 bits. Blobix leading away with 1,000 bits this week. Baronzen for 50, 200, 100. Astrobate, you're priceless. Thank you, man. Alright, back to the topic of the day. What else is going on? When will chess start again? Real chess. Not this fake internet chess. I like online chess, but I mean, it's still not a substitute. I don't think it can ever be a substitute for real over-the-board chess. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. It's not the same thing. Good training, though. Guys, welcome to the stream. Play like a baby. I've been playing like a baby lately. Sunday I was slow. Yesterday I tried to play some games. I was so tired. I just was crap. Crap is a bad word, and I use light profanity in my YouTube channel. Seriously bad word. But anyway, we're going to get started here. Xerox, Alms, Como Kid, Cormoran. I'm glad it's not an arena. That's just... Playing the strongest player in the first game sucks. Mr. Sohan donates 1,200 for crappy chess master. I am going to take that as a compliment. Thank you. 1,200. Blobix, we knew he would never last. But his heart is in the right place. Mr. Sohan knocks Blobix off his block with a 1,200 bit donation. I don't know if we'll get the hype train going. Astrobate, how's your hype train conduction? Alright, 3:45 to start. I just want to play somebody like... This is already bad. I mean, 12 players? Come on, we need some more lower rated players. I'm going to draft some. I don't want to play at 2100 in the first game. Give me a warm-up. Half the field is masters, and then half the field non-masters, but I'm still going to play. Unless we get 2 more, I'm still going to play, like, Kravedko. Okay, at least he's under 2100. I noticed that too, Coach Off, that I failed in a lot of good positions. It really hurt the game on my Simon where I was up a queen. And I failed to convert. Time to pour my beer. Another IM to the list. Okay, the guy Green Arrow. I don't know who he is, DK guy, but he's a really, really strong. He's a really, really strong guy in these like lichess tournaments. He's constantly finishing in top 2 or 3 in a lot of powerful lichess arenas. So whoever he is, he's quite a strong blitz player. GM strength blitz player, which I used to be in my prime. No longer. I'm now the laughing stock of the all-star arena. Formerly good blitz player. Now Twitch commentator. But my fastball is about 65 miles an hour now, when it used to be 85, 90. We need to start playing like tricky openings or something. Grinding people down in endgames doesn't work. In 3+2. Berserking you isn't a good idea. He was deceived by your low rating, you know. What do you got? 20, 21.95? I'm going to give you guys a moment of silence to rest my brain before we start. Sometimes I talk too much. I started doing that in like home poker games. People would get annoyed. It's a occupational hazard with being a streamer. You start thinking that everyone wants to hear you talking all the time. Nothing more annoying than someone talking incessantly at a poker game. I have another friend who does that. But if you do too much streaming, you're thinking like you're supposed to be talking all the time. I need to get out in more social situations. Situation. Guys, good luck, everybody. Hello, friend. Well, somebody might not play the first round. Maybe they'll withdraw at the last minute. DK guy secretly jumped in, which is going to complicate it now. Making me have to play Lemonade Master. Someone else get in now. Now. Don't make me play a 2166 player in the first game. Come on now. Yeah, I agree, Coach Ha. I'm old-fashioned, but comparing blitz and bullet chess to regular chess is absurd. It's the Maurice Ashley, Magnus Carlsen concept. All they care about is marketing chess, not about the quality of the games. Whatever happened to the saying, like, you know, quality over quantity? Cheap marketing tactics, trying to make chess faster, you know, doesn't make it better. Fast chess is fast chess, blitz is blitz, you know, real chess is real chess. They're different things. But for some reason, blitz rating correlates with the FIDE one. Obviously, not that closely. I played a guy yesterday whose FIDE rating was like 2075, and he was 2400 in lichess blitz. And I see it all the time. That guy would probably almost never draw a single tournament game against me, yet he's almost as good as I am in blitz. It's completely different thing. I don't think it correlates. Maybe in a very rough way. Bishop f4. Yeah, I have no clue. Pretty much nobody plays that move. I don't really know what to make of it. So it's bishop f4 against an Imzo. Lemonade Master is anti-theory. Watch out for queen a4 check. No, I disagree. I don't think it correlates. I'm seeing a lot of people on lichess who are like 2050, 2075 over the board, and their lichess ratings are 24, 2500. It all depends. I think I ought to consider taking on e4 here, but let's get out. Wow, the getting's good. Lemonade Master just makes up random stuff. I wondered about bishop f4. I mean, on this move. Essentially playing it on move 4. You won't find many games where that's actually been tried. I will trade on c3 at some point in the near future. Maybe this exchange is a mistake. How about knight e4? Well, real blitz as opposed to online blitz is another story. I'm probably faster with the real pieces than I am with the mouse. I wonder if I wouldn't play better with my phone in the fast games. It's easier to click. Actually, years ago, Grandmaster Roland Schmaltz, who was the best bullet player in the world, probably, he told me his secret for bullet was like minimizing the size of the board. Playing with a really small board, so you're actually not having to drag the piece that far. I never really thought about it. But maybe there's some truth to it. I think I'm faster playing on the phone than I am I'm faster playing on the phone than with the mouse. But I guess everybody's different. Okay, so here we're just... completely confused as to what's going on. I think white is probably fine here. He's 1500 in classical, 2000 bullet. See, this is why I don't like to play strong players in the first game. I'm not ready, I'm not warmed up. And I've already played like a lot of arbitrary moves here. Maybe knight e4. I'm not thrilled about this. At least he didn't play like a4 on the first move, as he's apt to do. Instantly recaptured without even thinking about it. Black's already worse. I really didn't want to get paired with Lemonade Master. How could you not take any time to make that recapture? Because all three moves were interesting. I don't even comprehend how you could play f takes e without a conceivable thought as to what the best move is. Clearly, they're all completely different. But is that the goal, Jim? Just for it to be balanced? You don't want to take the time to try to play the best move? We're about equal, so it's okay. We just randomly choose the flash 1 second decision. That's my thing. I don't understand, like Magnus, people who play for no opening advantage but try to maybe outplay the players later. My philosophy is to get as good a position as you can possibly get, you know. And then you go from there. Not just like, well, we'll just keep a pretty good position and, you know, we'll outplay them or trick them later on. Yeah, I'm not talking to anybody about their statistics today. I agree. What is going on here? The Lemonade Master, I can't get a handle on this player. It doesn't seem to know any opening theory. Yet, feels like it's trolling you sometimes when he plays like random moves. Last game was really weird. I don't know. My biggest problem is that I get paranoid that people are cheating even when they're not. Because it's so prevalent online. Lichess is better than most sites. We just can't have legitimate tournaments. Guys, this is a legitimate tournament though. Any tournament without prizes. Prizes are our love and appreciation in this tournament. Rook f4. The other thing that's weird about Lemonade Master, how could you only be 2023 in Bullet? Or you don't play Bullet, but you play like it's Bullet. Yeah, I mean, his moves are really unexplainable a lot of times. It's just random. He's just making moves randomly. But I guess he has really good general tactical sense, so he never drops a piece. You know, I'm just trying to call it as I see it. I'm not trying to hurt his feelings or insult him. His priority is on moving fast and making moves that don't lose material, and making moves that are generally good. But like, you know, as far as recapturing on e2, I don't think he cares if he plays the best move or the second best move or the third best move. As long as it's in the top 3, that's okay. Extremely good strategic game here for white, though. It's like playing Botvinnik. I'm just going to offer a draw. White has no problems here whatsoever. White is slightly better in my opinion, but it's debatable. I'm just offering a draw. I'm not taking random challenges. Yeah, I'm saving you from your 0.1 disadvantage. There is no advantage here. I would actually prefer white, probably, in this position, if I had to choose. You have this, maybe you didn't see this. I wanted to go for this, but you have this check here. I actually saw this. So I have to go into the ending, I assume, with queen f2, king f2, and then white has no disadvantage at all. The double pawns are not a disadvantage in this position. The bishop is actually stronger than the knight. I don't think that I have any realistic winning chances. Capo might like black. It's a draw, man. It's just an absolute draw. There is no way. No, I don't think he made any mistakes. Why did he give up the bishop for the knight on e2? I started to really be concerned I was worse, move 11. The knight's coming to f4 and it's bye-bye. Bye-bye for me here. I'm very concerned about knight f4. think white might just be better. Look at that. If I don't play bishop takes e2 on move 14, I'm clearly worse because of knight f4. No, this is... Surprisingly, he made a couple inaccuracies. Maybe the opening, right? Queen a4 is dubious. That's called an inaccuracy. And, like later he made some dubious move. Why is rook a e1 a bad move? Oh, he should have gone knight f4. We see he could have done it right away. So this move was a blunder. Maybe playing bishop g4 at all, because he can just play knight f4 anyways. I'm already clearly worse here. After like 10 moves. Bishop f4. Basically played by nobody. I thought he was going to play knight to d2. So he can handicap himself here. I didn't see what I have. Bishop g4 looks like a dead end. What does this do? I'm just... Oh, I have I have knight takes d4 now. Even now it says it's nothing for black. Very strange. But nothing's new, you know, with the games with Lemonade Master. Nothing but strangeness. Flawless play there. Alright, let's refresh this. No, I didn't like my position from the get-go. I really didn't want to get paired with him. Alright. We gotta get... I thought we got... Maybe we ought to check for... I'm trying to check for... other people trying to get into the Pawnda and Horses Club. GM Hammer is streaming. Why is my... Where is my invite to the Pawnda and Horses Club thing? Alright, this is good. Where is it? I gotta open that up and see if anybody else wants to join. Where is it? Here. Pawnda and Horses Club. I should get a notification. If you guys want to join, you have to be a member of the Pawnda and Horses Club. So please do so. Yeah, move 11. It's a good point. Knight f4 would have crushed me strategically. He should have played it right away. But he's busy moving, you know, kind of like randomly, instead of trying to play the most crushing move. Maybe Lemonade Master should give a little bit of time up to try to play more precise moves. Then he'll be like 2,500 here. He could have had a crushing positional advantage. I was very concerned about that. So my decision to play bishop e2 was actually good. Queen d7 threatening a stupid cheapo. Well, what's wrong with queen d7? I think your stupid idea is a good one. Bishop g4, knight f4, queen d7. The problem starts... Well, I start to have problems with like h7. I'll have to play g6 or something. I hated my position. It's crazy. And like bishop f4 on move 4 avoids all opening theory. Like I wondered about this like 2 months ago. Why bishop f4 isn't a move against the Nimzo, literally. It's a very strange thing that it's never been considered a variation. Especially today with people playing the London system every other game. Don't you have to play bishop c3? What? Just d5? I could have played bishop takes c3 and doubled his pawns, but, you know, it's a standard Nimzo. He's got compensation along the b file. It depends on the situation. And he doesn't have a blocked-in bishop, you know, like he does in, say, the Rubinstein system. The nice thing about bishop f4, we don't have to worry about the bishop on c1. So I got a draw and I got a harder opponent now. Alright. I played a lot of phone games last night when I couldn't fall asleep. I'm playing exclusively e4. Classical openings. 3-2, it's just too hard, but I can do it in 5+3. It's like, even if I know the openings, they play 4 theoretical novelty on move 4. On my phone, I played anonymously on lichess. I don't have my, like, lichess. I don't use the phone for playing much, so when I log on, when I play on lichess on my phone, I just play anonymously. And just play mostly weaker players. The average players are fairly weak, but occasionally I get interesting games. It's a good way to just practice playing. I was practicing playing 3-2, but just playing quickly. This move is funny. You never encounter knight c6. Very rare that I actually get someone who plays this move. Why is that? Why is that, Uber Driver? That nobody plays knight c6. It's good to see Uber Driver back. We have a little bit of a lack of presence of historical chess experts on the stream lately, and I was literally thinking about, you know, you being absent last stream. Maybe I'll anonymously try playing 0+4, man. I can't do that on my account legitimately. I'm against bullet. Okay, Uber Driver knows this line. I don't know anything. Once again, if you look at the opening explorer, knight c6 is extremely rare in this move order. Everybody plays either queen c7 or bishop c5. Occasionally g6. And of course, he plays the one move I really don't have much prep against. I have just general ideas here. No theoretical knowledge. Morales, what will we do? Is Morales here? Fighting for e5. Mr. Coffee, what's up? Good to see you, buddy. I think we mentioned that the World Open, online World Open at the ICC. A lot of people in the forum were asking what the ICC is. International Chess Committee. I have the feeling that maybe Internet Chess Club approached them. You know, I don't know. A5 is a good move. This guy, my only chance against him is on time. There's just no question about it. Well, they could have done it on Chess Cube or something like that. But, yeah, I mean, I figure ICC is still trying to stay alive, and naturally they would have... Actually, the Continental Chess Association and ICC have a lot in common. They're both like dinosaurs that have been around for approximately the same amount of time. Yes. Someone said like hour time control. The last time I played in the so-called World Open was 2006 in Philly. It seems like just yesterday. It's ridiculous. I am literally playing with no plans here. Why not just have a normal time control? I guess that's the quick schedule. I don't like chess.com. But I don't think it's fair to phrase it like that, Coach Ah. I mean, ICC is a company that screwed me over personally. And they didn't manage their business well. You know, they didn't reinvest in their business. They didn't take care. You know, it was just a matter of time. I mean, it was a matter of time. If it wasn't chess.com, it would be something else. But their biggest watershed moment was when they failed to sell the company to Madame Oja. They were really close to selling ICC like 20 years ago. And they should have sold it when they could have sold it for a good amount, and they didn't. And that was like a massive blunder. I don't know what happened, but it fell through. Whatever. They don't do anything. They didn't do anything for 20 years to improve their service. Of course, their business goes under. So, man, I mean, Uber driver, damn, dude, why do I have to get paired with you? Seriously. He couldn't play this much more solidly. You can't play a more solid form of Sicilian. I don't even know what to do. Rook e8, bishop b7, a5. Why don't you just play the French defense, man? Don't you play the French defense? Magnus bought major sites. Well, Magnus has the chess 24 now. The Magnus. Nobody does tension like Uber driver. I had a plan at one point. No, I mean, the whole point is, like, if I play e5, I close my bishop down, he goes knight d7, he's going knight d7, knight c5. And that's the way the structure is going to be for a long time. I don't know. You know, e5 might be good at some point, but I'm trying to avoid locked positions where everything's very kind of crystal clear. Bishop a6. What am I supposed to do? So he's conquered the e4 square? This really, really weird roundabout way? The only chance to beat him is on time. I've only won... Well, I used to win against him. What were those games? 5+3, 30 minutes. Lately, I've won a single game. Wow. 1, 2, 3, 4, 9 games in a row I haven't won against him. That's pretty powerful. Now another very subtle move. Rook c8. Not even trying to take my pawn. You don't know if you can beat it on time? Well, I've done it before. Only in Blitz, not in Simul. This is like a Magnus attempt. I have no advantage, but theoretically, I might be able to beat him on time. There's no way to beat him on position. Should like Emmanuel Lasker. We don't know who Uber Driver is. He's offered once to reveal his identity, but it would take the fun out of being anonymous. Yeah, he's just ridiculously solid. Look at the way he's consistently gone uber solid here. Crazy. He's like crazy solid. Nobody's that solid, Uber Driver. Nobody that I've ever met. Nobody's as solid. None in the world. He has like negative cent pawn loss. He's so solid. Look at this. Negative cent pawn loss. It's like absurd. Now he might be better. Maybe not. No, I really want you to see this game with the engine. I really want to take a look at this with the engine. Like, what is black cent pawn loss? 11 or something for the whole game? I'm an international master. Like, I'm supposed to play pretty good. But, I mean, this is just ridiculous. He's got to be. Unbelievable solid. Now the engine says he's better. Wow. Black's even slightly better here. Literally not a single inaccuracy. Well, obviously he didn't make any mistakes. He made 2 inaccuracies. So I have 2 opponents who made virtually no mistakes at all now, out of my first 2 opponents. It's unbelievable. Black is slightly better now because of central mass here. I'm lucky he doesn't play c5 and play for a win when I played rook d4. That wouldn't be his modus operandi. So that's 10 games in a row without losing against me at this point. I'm a little bit concerned we might have a thunderstorm above. Alright. So 2 draws, off to a dominating start. But I mean, I couldn't ask more for my opponents. Where's the club? Yeah, I think we're gonna get a thunderstorm, guys. Which means I suffocate. I want my mommy is not getting in. I know. You're gonna need to apply for a special permit for trolls. I remember that from before. Declining that one before. We're discriminating based on troll-like name. Take it up with the union. The chess players union. Alright. There was a troll. Something along that line before. But I don't need to make up reasons. This is a private club. Get me out of here. I should just decline. Alright. Previous troll suspicion. Suspicion? Do I have another one? It just keeps bouncing back. 0 join requests. Alright, thank you. It just comes back again? What's that bug? Anyway. Alright, back to tournament. Guys, thank you for donations and subscribing and supporting the stream. Damn it, where is the tournament? "24 seconds. Please, can I play another unbeatable opponent? Everyone's an IM. I mean, I realize I'm weak. I'm playing weakly for my level. I'm a little bit rusty. I've been a little bit rusty for the last 10 years. But I'm still pretty good, man. Even on a bad day, I'm 2350. Okay. Acerbate. The anti-acerbate. Carol Khan. It's gonna start like... This is the anti-acerbate opening. He's not playing what I recommended. I recommended him a system last week. But he didn't do it. Don't listen to what I tell you, okay? Do as I do, not as I say. Bishop e5. It's radically different. I'm gonna have to close the freaking window. We're gonna suffocate inside. This particular thing he's doing, like a kind of Rogozin reverse, it isn't that bad. It's another Magnus Carlsen type of thing. Like, white gets an equal position and then tries to play chess. But no, like, Grandmaster would play bishop e5. Willingly. Debatable. Decision to play rook c8. Playing for cheapos. Playing for cheapos again. Perhaps knight f6. There are other options. Acerbate is playing the Queen's Gambit Declined. He doesn't know how to play the Queen's Gambit Declined. The other day he played the King's Indian for the first time. We'll have to start doing an investigation. His score against me is very suspicious. No draws. How did Lemonade Master get a bye? Alright. Now he's sacking a pawn with c4. d4, knight c4, queen d4 with initiative. No. No, not against you. That's your wheelhouse. No, masturbate. Moving too fast, buddy. I'm not gonna give you a profitable pawn sack, or promising would be a better word. Promising pawn sack. Well, he got the draw he wanted, and then he left. Successful troll, successful. Messed up my tournament. Did I just miss something? Rook takes c1. Damn it. It's not that clear though. Like rook c1, rook f c1, queen d2, queen b7. That's probably very good for me. But I have a clear pawn up here. Acerbate just not taking his time to think. But you shouldn't trade queens, man. I'll be right back, guys. Gotta close the window. Got a major weather action. Alright. Acerbate, now you're in trouble. What was that? What was that? Acerbate in the endgame. Why did you trade queens? Krevetko, solid. He beat me in an endgame. It was Ray Robson's fault. Distracting me by raiding my stream. Another pawn bites the dust. Do you like that song? Acerbate? Another pawn bites the dust. And another pawn down. It's chess version. I never realized that was Queen when I was a kid. I think I thought it was some other band or something. After hearing it on the radio for like 1,000 times. Never was a Queen fan. Now they're like trending. Two nuggets. Too many. One you might be able to survive, but two. That's a good move. Jesus. Not good enough. Acerbate, are you playing bullet here? 3 pawns down. Tricky. Acerbate, even you don't play this fast normally, do you? Why do you need to play the whole game in 30 seconds when you get the chance to play a title player? You have 4 minutes. You have 5 minutes plus 3 seconds per move. It's like you were berserking me, but you didn't berserk. It's even faster than berserking. You're playing like 5 times as fast as a berserker. I tried to recommend to Acerbate to play like the exchange variation with bishop d3, like the normal system. He improvised with bishop b5. This is, yeah, he wants to get it over with. If he wanted to get it over with, why doesn't he just play like hanging all his pieces or something? He was starting to play bullet seriously. Dude, seriously, see how good he could be at bullet? I mean, I'm not trying to promote bullet, but Jim is right. If Acerbate can just play that fast, he can already be like 1600 in bullet. You guys can hear that? A serious thunderstorm. We had all of our bad weather just now. The whole spring was nice, and now every day rains for the last week. Xerox is playing. Let's check it out. Xerox against DK Guy. Battle for first place. French defense. Caro Khan. What kind of Caro Khan would this be? Xerox with a positional squeeze, maybe. I like white here. I'm not going to give any hints or anything, but I will give general evaluations. White with a significant edge. The symmetrical structure, though. Not that many options or things to do. You'd say even 1800? He would certainly be higher rated. I mean, he's 1400 in Blitz. How is Acerbate 1400 in Blitz when he played the whole game in 30 seconds? And just be 2 pawns down against the title player. What happened? Roman's so great? Playing in tournaments with Roman? Well, Roman used to play like tournament games where he would go in the Skittles room and play backgammon while he was playing a tournament game. That was one common kind of thing he would do. Be in the Skittles room at the World Open playing backgammon for money, and then like every 5 minutes go and make a move in his over the board game. We had a falling out years ago. He's very, very difficult person to get along with. Extremely problematic personality. Pretty much too much for me to deal with. But he helped me a lot. Yeah, I gotta close my window now. Hopefully this isn't gonna last, but you will hear some serious rainage. It's very hard rain. I wouldn't call it hail, but it sounds like hail on the window. This hard storm, it'll probably go away in like 15 minutes. But we'll have to turn up the volume. I'll try to talk louder over the rain. Just turn up your mic. Turn up your speaker. Sorry, guys. Alright, what's happening here? I'm glad that Xerox is not playing Uber Driver. Then you have like no chance of winning. Against DK, there's a small chance you can win. Against DK guy, it's like 10%. Against Uber Driver, it's like 0, maybe 1%. Looks like a good game by Xerox, though. Compressing. Well, no, the thunderstorm is much better than motorbikes or lawnmowers and stuff. It's like actually soothing, you know. Does anybody ever use like these soothing noises to like go to sleep to? Rainforest sounds, rain, white noise. It is annoying when you're trying to first get used to it. This is like a torrential rain. Mr. Coffee has purring cat. These guys are both good fast blitz players. DK guy didn't have to think about exchanging that that bishop off for very long. That was a tough decision, huh? The rock. Rock 1 versus rock 2. Dynamic. Draw. Bishop takes f5. What do we do? E takes f5. Rook takes h4. It's it's complicated. Bishop f5. EF. Rook h4. Rook c4. And black has counterplay. Draws a fair result here, I think. It's totally equal. Yeah, the line I just said might even be tricky. Alright, back to tournament. All the best players draw. Cormoran in first place with a perfect score. He's been warming up all day against strong players. Hopefully he has to play DK guy. Xerox gets the highest too, which is me. That's a forced pairing. But I guess it takes in colors. You know, I didn't think about it, but it has to take colors in consideration. Mr. Coffee, what's the pairing system like here? I get two in a row often. I had a tournament in the spring where I played 2 whites, 2 blacks, 2 whites, 2 blacks, and 2 whites. It was like that was my color alternation. I was under the impression that Swiss tournaments you're supposed to try to alternate colors. Is that like gone out of fashion or something? Are we not alternating colors anymore? It's completely okay to have like 2 white, 2 black, 2 white, 2 black, 2 white. And I thought that higher rated players were supposed to get their due colors more often. This literally happened. What was it? The rapid tournament I played in. It's ridiculous. I never in my life had a tournament where I had double colors 5 times in a row. Knight on b2 is kind of passive, but I gotta do something. I'm trying to avoid Ahm's main line here. The torrential rain can't last more than like 10 minutes like this. It's like a summer thunderstorm. Very early in the season though. Global warming in effect. Wow, he just didn't even hesitate. Pull the trigger with d4. That's not cool. I want b4 to work. Doesn't work. It's hard to concentrate like this too. You guys think it's bad for you. Every one of my opponents is like an awesome score against me. Lemonade Master, Ahms, and Uber Driver. All of like 3 players who have better than 50%. It's funny, like, no, rain here is normal, but we didn't have any rain all spring at all, which is really, really strange. Usually it rains, it's a temperate climate. Rains normally in the spring. Now it's like making up for the rain we didn't have by raining every day. So, alright. We sort of swindled him. Get our central pawn back. We can equalize. Equalizing with white. Maybe not. Depends on what happens here. What about queen a1? No. I'm afraid my queen on a1 might be kind of out of position. It's like playing Yefim Geller. And he's faster than Geller. It's like Geller, but faster. It's ultra fast, perfect. He's gone up, though. You know, I noticed a sudden increase in Alm's ratings since he got the CM title. Seems like he's solidly over 2,200 now. So I really have to play e3. Position is pretty sharp. I mean, he's basically playing like strategically perfect chess. This was definitely not expected, though. What the heck is that? He's winning a piece? What? It's like Larson versus Geller, except he's stronger than Geller. It's unbelievable. Bishop f5, he found. Sitting like no time. Damn. This is unbelievable. Just winning by force. What? He hallucinated? I almost believed him. I've lost my self-confidence so much that I'm believing him. Damn. That's a little overconfident. I mean, I know that I'm weak, but I thought you could just push d2 and I would just resign. I almost believed him. I could have just resigned. I was so confused by d2. Truthfully. But that shows self-confidence, but it shows overconfidence by Alms. He has a perfectly good game, like just playing like anything here. e4. But I like best of all just taking on e3 before bishop f5. Well, still bishop f5 is good. He has a huge advantage here. Almost winning position. And you play d2. Really bizarre. E5 is hanging. I mean, man, another dynamic move. But you've got to understand, like, that's not really his style. You know what I mean? He's not really a tactical player. I'm a little surprised how he's conducted this game. He's conducting the game like an exceptionally tactical style player, and that's not his normal style of play. That's why I'm very, very surprised by this. Bishop, this move practically saves the game, even though he dropped a pawn. Knight a5. It's unbelievable. He's still fine after this move. I wouldn't really classify him as a tactical style player. Very tactical moves here. Bishop f5. Aggression every move. Knight b4. You know, everything coming at me. Wow. Again. Another tactical move. Just it's like one after another. The barrage of tactics. Where are these moves coming from? Every move a threat. He's probably missed at least one win. I mean, look at this game. This is what it's like on lichess now. Everybody's like a title player. Bang. A5. I try B4. He's just not phased at all. Instantly plays the best move. He doesn't even stop to think about like taking on A3, nothing. Instantly best move. And I blundered here. I thought about it forever. I have to take on D4. I didn't calculate enough. I feel like after E5, bang, best move, instantly. B5, bang, best move, instantly. Here. And then Bishop F5. Like, where did this even come from? I was worried enough about this complication. And he instantly has this Bishop F5. And now he's just winning. Bishop E6 is winning. Jesus Christ. Man, I am bad. I should have lost 100 different ways here. This is like my 3-2 tournament the other day. Irony is that I'm okay. I thought I was clearly worse already at this point. I think I am. Queen A1 would have been better. E5. Now I have tactics. B5, knight B4. You want me to sack a piece here, engine? He had tons of wins. 1, 2, 3, 4 wins. It looks like. I didn't even know what I did wrong. Seemed like I played a reasonable sort of sideline. And next thing I know, I've lost position. What did I do wrong? I played one inaccuracy and I have a lost position. Just crushed. This is brutal. Bishop f5. Wasn't the best move apparently. So here. How do I sack a piece here? I couldn't imagine how I could sack a piece. It's possible. Sacrifice a piece for 2 pawns, but I mean, if you're not a computer, I mean, who can conclude this is enough compensation? Wow. So we got a draw. Another draw. 3 draws and a win. DK guy in first place. All these monsters are playing tremendous form. I am the weakest of the masters in the tournament, it looks like. Of the 6, I am clearly the weakest. Uber Driver lost the game to someone? How does that happen? Seems like Cormoran is in good form. But it's really weird. Like, he plays Bishop f5, I played 91. Then he, like, made a mistake and he was still better. He played d2, like, just dropping a pawn, and it's still completely okay for black. I still had to, like, grovel for a draw after he just, like, hangs his central pawn with d2. Is that fair? $100 points. You should be flagged for rating manipulation. Alright. It's still raining. Oh, I was optimistic it would stop, but it doesn't look good. No, he forfeited. What? You're not forfeiting, it's Swiss, okay. So that's good. I don't want to forfeit victory. Why does it have the clock tick down? That's just a bug at this point. So Xerox, we've had these Sicilians. I don't feel like doing that anymore. The Sozin. I gotta play something else. He's too prepared for my Sozin. I think we might have had one of these. Dragon. But I haven't played Xerox that much as a lot of you other guys. Bishop c4 is a strange move order. Don't I have like Queen a5 check or something strange here? No. Queen b6. Queen b6. It's really not worth losing a lot of time over something I'm not sure about. I don't know what's with that move order. It's just weird. Maybe I should have played the other line. Go back to my old days. I think I played Rook e8 against him last time, so he might have been prepared for that. So what am I doing? I got tricked into playing the dragon here? I did that. That's alright. I tricked myself into playing the dragon. It's not a boulder attack. It's a bad move order for white, and I don't know how the hell I'm supposed to exploit it, and I was wasting like a minute thinking about it. No one plays that move. There has to be something very wrong. Queen b6 was interesting. Queen a5 doesn't look like it does anything, although he would have to play maybe like even knight c3 might be possible. It's like a trap to get me to think or something. It gained like 30 seconds on the clock by playing bishop c4 on move 6. I don't understand. No, this is a position. That wasn't, though. But I just wasted 30 seconds of valuable time trying to understand why bishop c4 is bad. Reaching no conclusion. Man, this is a serious... Noah's Ark style. Storm. It should be a normal line now. It's a freaking hurricane, man. It's a Mediterranean hurricane on my skylight. But it does have a metal roof. Alright. Bishop h6. So is bishop a6 interesting? I'm just gonna play like bishop e7. Looks kind of slow though. I'm fighting for... It's like he doesn't have like freaking knight f5 or something. Maybe you can think about it for 2 minutes. Gaming, we heard you're into gaming. Erotic gaming. Second Life. Bob is a master on Second Life. Oh my god, what am I doing? Grab that. We better play something fast here before he checkmates me. Turkey farm. Welcome. Okay, I don't think knight f5 works. Just barely. I heard it from someone else. That Bob was into gaming. That's why he's not here. The thought occurred to me the other day that maybe Bob just is cheating and going to other streams now. Bob is a dominatrix. I don't know what he does. No, you're the stalker, not me. You're the one that investigates people. Secretly. I feel like I'm lucky to even have a playable position, not knowing what the hell I'm doing in the dragon at all. Not even a clue how to play the regular dragon. But we missed you, Bob, especially James. He's always asking about you. It's good to see Turkey Farm. But thanks for staying subscribers, guys. Bob and Turkey Farm. Even if you're not here, you're here in spirit. I tried to play like one of those rookie 8 lines. It occurred to me that I had had one other game with Xerox, probably, previously. So I varied from my prepared system here. It's supposed to play rookie 8. This is a problem. By playing d6, I transpose to the normal dragon. Duh. I basically have to play rookie 8 or the Ugle with a5. I don't play the normal dragon. Whoops. We can equalize. Like Magnus Carlsen. Carlsen Magnus. Don't even think about trying to win. But I like playing with Xerox because he tries. You know, he's not playing for a draw. He's always trying to play sharply. And I'm a counter-attacker, so it suits me fine. Now I have to take, is that right? What about knight f4? Choices. Queen f6. I'm going to play better against a dynamic player than I do, or do better against dynamic players than I do against the solid players like Oms. My style lends itself to too many draws. This h5 is an annoying move. Don't like that. This could really backfire. I can't believe you didn't play f4. I can't believe how stupid I am to play queen g5 check, and you still didn't play f4. I don't know which of us is more clueless. That's the matter. It's like when you start believing the other guy. It's the same thing like Oms. I almost resigned when he played d2. If I play queen g5, it must be good, right? No, you can just play f4. It's just a blunder. Soroche, welcome. Danger. Danger, Will Robinson. Danger no matter what you do around here. Always some sort of danger. I feel the danger. Man. That I missed. So bishop takes? Anybody? Thank God he doesn't have rook takes f3. He's just gotten faster and faster every single move. Does anybody else notice that? Do you like pre-moving? Every move like a pre-move? Really? Must be playing a lot of bullet. All right. I just want to see, are we ready for the tournament? Do we have time? Take a look at the opening. That was very touch and go. No. Cormoran just dominating with 4.5. What's up, Cormoran? You took your supplements this week? I'm lucky if I can win a single game. It's unbelievable. That was certainly a shaky performance. I was completely lost against Alms after like 15 moves. The other draws very, very convincing. And I won a game against Asterbait, who played a 30-second bullet game to my 5 minutes. Asterbait was giving me like 5-1 time odds and lost. So that was an impressive victory. Undefeated. Am I undefeated? Doesn't feel like it. At least I have white. What do you play? Black. Mostly I always get black against him. I was preparing this for someone on sound. We had what did we have last time? I don't even know. I don't remember what you play. Another player with a good score against me. Everybody has a good score against me. The rain has stopped. Whew, that was tough, man. I feel drained from that game. I don't play the dragon. That's why. I don't like to calculate, for my survival. Every move on the verge of getting checkmated. If you like that kind of thing, the dragon's a good opening. Okay, so castles. Bishop d2, standard. Cormoran's been hanging out with his countrymen. Yevgeny Sveshnikov. The Sveshnikov repertoire. Sveshnikov plays this stuff. No, he plays the semi-Slav? Maybe both. Yeah, maybe not Sveshnikov. I can't remember. A5. You're playing random moves. A5 isn't book. Yes. A5 is not a normal move. A6 is. Rook e8. I wonder if Queen c2 is a mistake. I don't know. A5 is a mistake. It's a minor mistake. Some sort of commitment you don't need to make. It's much easier to play white when you know what you're doing than black. Is anyone in the tournament that is currently in the chat? Does anybody want to join the Pawnda and Horses Club? It looks like I have someone who was requesting. But maybe it's too late. Maybe, Mr. Coffee, can you also admit people to the club? You can, right? You have dual ownership. Yeah, I'm tempted to take with the pawn here. It's tempting. You can't allow people in the club? What? Are you serious? Now it's transposed to a normal Bogo Indian. But Cormoran doesn't know openings. I think I had this exact position with black against Vrashka. A4 even. Very aggro. We gotta get castle. A4 is a sort of debatable move. It's consistent to some degree, but it's time consuming. The pawn can become weak, and I can play b3 anyway. So I'm not sure if that's his best move there. You know, I don't think. I think I would have opted for development with like bishop d7. Can we can't have more than one team leader, Mr. Coffee? It's just like one person. Because if that's the case, that's really lame. b4 takes, queen takes. Or knight d2. Or even knight e1 is a move. Plays a very high level positional game. You know, I sort of misjudged Cormoran because I think that he's kind of a self-taught player. They normally lean on the tactical side. But he's actually got quite a positional style. You know, playing the English with white and this like ultra Nimzovician sort of Bogo. That's extremely positional. 97. You're not playing like you don't know what you're doing here. Bishop e4 is an option. White doesn't have much. Very slight edge. I wish I was Tigran Petrosian or something. I could play this a little better. Yeah, rook f7. So now what do I do? Do I want to keep my bishop on b4 or trade it for that knight? The knight is kind of lame, actually. We'll hold on to the dark square bishop. Hope that it plays a role later. I don't think his knight on g6 is going to be anything special, if that's what it comes down to. Maneuvering over there. White should be slightly better here, but chess is very hard. It's a small edge for white. That's not a principled move, really. What you're seeing there with knight f6, I wouldn't recommend that as a chess teacher, really. Hardly risky. Risky strategy. Telegraphing my intention. Is rook e1 a waste of time? I don't know. I could still play f4 if I have to. At least the rain stopped. Blocking his pieces up. Yeah, I mean, if you less space, absolutely. You want to trade pieces, not avoid exchanges. to a degree, you know. Not saying he wants to trade all of his pieces, but in a position like this where he has a little bit less space, maybe one exchange of pieces is going to probably help him. You know, I don't think that he should avoid the exchange there. He is pretty blocked up. I mean, the knight is in the way of the rook. It's in the way of the queen. You know, I don't think that benefits him. In general, of course, you want to keep pieces on the board to play for a win. I understand that. It's like a Dutch. It's kind of like a bad Dutch. Do I want to exchange on f7 first? No, I don't see a benefit in it. We came out of this with an advantage. I'm not sure, you know, that had to happen. I think he should have played it the other way. It's hard to resist this. But now it gets tactical. He misses one idea. So bishop g6. Should be winning for me. You have queen c5 check last move. But that's kind of like the Bogo Indian nightmare I was telling Move 11 about today. If you get a chance to eliminate that guy, you know, of course I held on to it, but the unopposed r-squared bishop can be a killer. I'm kind of lucky here. He obviously had much better. Still, is it over? Queen c5 check, king h1. There's no real good defense. But I think at some point his position was perfectly okay. My only real question is about the move knight f6. Yeah, it's over. Well, let's see. I mean, I think his position was okay. I blame knight f6. The computer gives me plus 0.7 after knight takes d2, with a slightly unpleasant position for black. After this, I don't know if it's better to play e4 right away or rook a e1, but I think this is like a defining moment in the position. Maybe the earlier plan with knight e7 was slow. This knight is not that bad here. Go back a step here. Why is the rook on f7? So, bishop e8. This is a plan that I've used a lot in these structures. You can bring it to even g6. And then there's the Judith Polgar style, rook f6, rook h6, no wall attack, but I don't know how good that is here. Alright. Back to the tournament. Yeah, it's funny. You play the Ragozin, but you transpose to the Bogo Indian in the process. That's a good opening, Cormorant, if you study it in more depth. You don't have to give up your bishop on b4. You know, there are a lot of variations where you play like rook e8 and then retreat the bishop back to f8, like Alms in the Tarash or whatever. I've had real trouble against strong title players in Blitz, like getting anything in those lines. But it's really a good defense. And Mamedyarov was a specialist for a long time. perfectly okay for black. Everybody plays the Rogozin. Carlsen, Mamedyarov, Aronia, and many others. You never heard of Magnus Carlsen. Alright, let's go. But I mean, you know, Aronian, Carlsen, and Mamedyarov are like 3 of the top 10 players in the world. They all play that opening with black. And some others. Blobix is number 2. Yeah, I'm surprised. You got number 2. I knew you wouldn't last number 1, but I thought you'd get knocked down to number 3. Jim's kind of taking it easy this week. Astrobait's out of money. Astrobait didn't start... Oh, the opening names. Rogozin. You know, it's a question whether the Rogozin is actually d4. Rogozin is basically used for any kind of Queen's Gambit where you're playing Bishop b4. But I don't know, like, technically if it's like move 3 or move 4. You're supposed to be the Rogozin. They call it the Rogozin. I thought the Rogozin was d4, d5, c4, e6, knight c3, bishop b4 immediately. Don't trust the names on the lichess opening explorer. That's like a random third-party software. I don't think the people that make that even play chess. Some of those names they put in there, I mean, I never heard of either. You played Mr. Slow today, and he immediately took my deserved first place. Oh, you played him today. So, I'm tied with Cormoran for first. Xerox, we still got some games going on. DK guy's still playing. Alright, guys, let's check it out. DK versus Lemonade Master. Lemonade Master had a forfeit or something? Lemonade Master, you lost the game to someone? This looks exciting. Wow, tactical endgame. What is this? What? What? This is bizarre. He's gonna outflank him. Oh man, too many pawns on the dark squares. If only Lemonade those pawns are on the dark squares. DK guy could have played Bishop G7 for like 100 moves. He just played it now. He was like torturing him. This doesn't look good. DK guy in the endgame. Why so hesitant? Were you afraid your bishop was going to get trapped? Maybe there was some line where your bishop could get trapped on h6. He wanted to make everything in preparations. It doesn't look like black can hold that. That's a big problem. Caro-Kann endgame. Nope, it was a Queen's Gambit. No, what is this? Okay, just some weird deformed Chigorin. What is that? Weird Chigorin with bishop e7 and e6. You cannot see the join button. Is it too late to join or something? No, I think I would assume you can still join, right? Is there a point where you can't join anymore? How does that work? Why is there no join button anymore? Guys, please support the stream. Don't forget to take a third place here. Second place ahead of Blobix. What did I have in store for you, DK guy? I don't have anything. I think the rain has passed. Can only late join until the tournament is half done. Okay. That seems to be the point. playing the modern Benoni. I'm gonna try something. Get myself in trouble here. Oh, E3. That's different. This is DK Guy's new system. Reverse Tarash. He's been studying E3 poison. But not this time. My favorite. Bringing back memories of Oleg Krivonosov, Rook versus Rook endgames. My favorite. We get a transposition now to my many blitz games with Krivonosov. He used to play this stupid move, knight takes d4, and e3, transposing this position. But objectively, white has no advantage here. I did have an interesting game this spring against the 2100. He came up with a unique idea for white in a few moves. I don't know how to play the Benoni. Benoni's like the Caracan, it doesn't like me. I do have Benoni's out of the King's Indian, but I never had luck in the proper Benoni. So this is just solid, boring, solid line. Yeah, so this guy, now I can't remember his name, Hungarian, played g3 against me. I was like, what? But actually it's a pretty cool idea. Maybe it's not bad. It's never too late to fianchetto. D5 now, or castles? That's the question. There's two ways to play this. Everyone's a master. 6 masters. How do we define master anyway? It's all relative. D5 equalizing. Or D6 playing for a win. After D5 he probably like takes on C6. He would like that. I think I can open the window back up. Get some air. Some oxygen. It's gone. The storm has passed, children. After this game, I'll open the others. Yes, DK guy found the best move. Krivonosov. Scummiest blitz player on earth. So, what is my plan here again? This? I haven't played this in a long time. Just kind of like a Marazzi. But white's setup, you know, isn't quite as dominant as a Marazzi. I mean, he doesn't have a pawn on e4. Basically play along the same lines. 58. Life Master. They have that title in America. I'm like an advanced Life Master or something like that. This looks familiar. I feel like I've played this before. What are you doing? None of that. None of that b7 pawn stuff. I don't want you attacking my b7 pawn. Take your filthy sights off that pawn there. He's created a devastating weakness in this position at b3. Huge. Wow. Seriously going for it. No going back from that decision. We got him. I feel like we've got him here. It's too good to be true. Yeah, I don't know. It's going to be hard to defend the c-pawn. How's the standings? Well, not much choice about that. Gotta take. Give me pawn. Or give me death. It is a strong field. Of course, that's going to reduce the number of players that can enter the tournament if we're... Is it round 5 or round 4? You can't enter after round 4? Now, how's he going to make this work? See, that's the problem with being a fianchetto player, that you always underestimate the weakness of the c4 square. DK guy who normally plays fianchetto setups, ironically, losing that there, that there. Do I really want to take that? It is a bishop. I feel like there's some sort of tactic here I should see. Yeah. I have no choice now. No choice. Bishop takes b2. And free rooks. Well, we're up a pawn in an endgame with more time. Control the open file. Bishop versus knight. You still want to let him play queen h6, knight g5, obviously. It's not like it's an automatic win because I'm up a pawn. I think it's the first time I ever really got him in the opening. But we can take a look at it. I mean, it's all book until queen a5, probably. but not commonly played by white because it's a sort of non-promising variation. You know, it's funny how big the computer's giving you a huge advantage here. Plus 0.9. Wow. Look at the score, but nobody good plays it with white. That's ridiculous. Black has a huge score. White's better by 0.7 according to the engine. But I mean, the point is, like, I can play d5 if I want to. I mean, this just equalizes, but it allows a lot of simplification. So I'm playing d6, you know, knowing it's not the best move because I want to play for a win here with d6. But anyways, queen a5. Okay, a3 ends up being a move. Naj Gabor with black. My friend who helps organize the All-Star Arena on Thursdays. But I wouldn't play a3. You know, I think you shouldn't disrupt your structure. This is just standard setup. Krivonosov. Rook fd1, rook ac1. I had like 10 games with him. I mean, on ICC years ago, where he tried to beat me with rook versus rook. Maybe like down a pawn in a rooking game and trying to grind you down on time by avoiding the 50 move rule. 3 different ways. Kind of sticks in your craw when people do that. Alright. Anyway. Cormoran's still with me. Couldn't lose him. Let's see this game. Oh, it's over. So who are we waiting for? The master? Testosterone's in the house. Wow. And with... Wow, nice pawn chain. Almost Magnus Carlsen-esque. Oh my gosh. It's a tactical ending. Are those pawns separated enough to win? It's 3 pawns up. Testosterone. Man, is this a win? Not easy. Yeah, I'm going to do another All-Star Arena. We've got you on the list for Thursday, Jim. An hour and a half, the same thing as last week, an hour and a half analysis. Tomorrow I've got Blitz in the morning, Blitz and Rapid in the morning, but Jim, Move 11, and Blobix. Or Jim and maybe Move 11 not, but Blobix for Thursday's analysis stream. Can Lemonade Master hold the ending? 3 pawns down? That's a tall order. 4 pawns down? 3? It's hard to keep a running tab. 4? That's too many. Too many nuggets. You like watching the All-Star Arena? Oh no, it's down to 3 now. He snuck one of those puppies. Maybe a couple. That looks dominant. That 4 pawn. How do you break through though? Oof, no way to retreat. This needs to magically go to D1. O1? Yep. Testosterone could just play B3, obviously. A little more direct. But anyway, his move is good enough. So, tournament, going to the next round. Testosterone, definitely a threat. He has a half-point bye, sat out 3 rounds, and now he won 3 in a row. So we have 2 rounds to go. Cormorant, as always, tied for first. Xerox and DK Guy lurking behind there. Uber Driver with mostly draws. How did Uber Driver lose a game? How did you do that, Cormorant? How did you beat Uber Driver? 14 seconds. One of your wins was a bye. Oh, okay. Turkey farm. Guys, please support the stream. Don't forget, make a donation, give subs. Keep us in business. Enjoy the Pawnda Arena. 2 rounds left. Krevetko. Alright, I try to mix in some e4, but I'm more comfortable if I'm in a quick blitz game playing knight f3. On the stream I'll play e4, but I feel like I need to play the openings quickly in a competitive scenario. I don't enjoy knight f3 any more than you guys do, but I know it a little better because that's what I've played mostly in the last 15 years. Here we have a choice. I had an interesting game in the All-Star Arena with e5 last week. e5, d4, e4, knight e5, h5. I didn't know that was a line, and I learned. Capable of learning at my age. Okay. I honestly don't really know what I'm doing. It's a semi-Tarash main line. I play 3 different moves there. Bishop e5, bishop c4, and d4. This actually transposes the Panov. Oh no. Edgar McCormick. This is my game from 1990, U.S. Amateur Championship. With black. I forgot I'm transposing to the Panov. Not a good variation to play for a win, really, with black. It was last round, and Edgar needed a draw to win the tournament. And he got it. So I'm pretty much fresh out of tricks here. Let's try something different to just, well, to take a page from Masturbate. Because, like, Queen b3 is the main line, you know, and it's just a dead draw. Bishop f3, pawn f3, e6. The theory goes like 30 moves into a dead drawn endgame. The only person who's lost that position in the last 50 years is Ryazantsev. But I thought I'll try bishop e5. Just gotta be like one of those random moves that might not be that bad. Just to try to confuse him. So you're answering about the Uber driver? The Uber driver. You got him in trouble. I have queen a4 now. Do I not? Why does this not work? So bishop f3 doesn't work. I have this. I'm threatening queen takes a7. If that's a real threat or not, I'm not sure. Maybe not. It is tricky though. Black could lose a miniature here. Funny variations. Both sides could lose miniatures. Bishop e5 is just a non-theoretical move. I don't know. This pin is hard to get out of. How am I going to get out of this pin? What is he supposed to play there after bishop e5? Rook c8? Right away? Does anyone have a suggestion? Here's a confusing moment. Bishop b4. Wow. His bishop's hanging on g4. Wow, I am seriously confused now. Why is this okay for black? Well, there's a threat at c3. I mean, what am I going to do? How serious is that threat? Knight g4. Knight g4. I'm taking a piece. He's taking on c3. He's taking with the bishop on c3. I mean, why can't I take this? It's the first time you ever got a full point buy, Uber driver? You're the master of full point buys. So bishop takes c6. Or just castle. I guess we just castle. It might be simpler to take here first. I don't want to leave any doubt. With an empty pin. Knight takes c3, queen b4 is the point. We had 6 master strength players in this tournament. Pretty solid. Maybe more, actually. We'll have to see. Alright, I think I'm just winning. It's a piece up. I don't see any realistic counterplay. Knight c3, queen b4, bishop c3, bc. We're up a piece. Maybe he gets a pawn or two. I don't want to take the time to defend that pawn. I can afford to give a pawn or two. So he's got maybe 2 pawns for a piece. Shouldn't be enough by any stretch. Confused him with the a theoretical. I don't know. Gotta be a little careful here. Still. I don't really want him to trade off all my pawns and stuff. But my knight needs to get back in the game as well. Knight, where are you? Freedom for the knight. Acerby got a real win. No tricks, please. Fully developed. We're up a piece for 2 pawns. We're commanding the open files, but the knight isn't really making its presence felt just yet. basically a rook down with that not playing. I thought he was going to go for a different move there. Really no counterplay for black here at all. Gotta be a little bit careful. How's that? Starting to lose patience here. And there's no mates. Alright, tough game. He fought on really hard down a piece there. I was getting tired. Tired of not winning. Cormoran, again. Jesus Christ. He beat Mr. Slowhand too. Just like last week. Just can't shake him. All these guys are strong. Xerox, TK Guy, Uber Driver. Hero's having a good result. 4 points. Testosterone unfortunately came too late. One ongoing oink oink game. Another bishop end game. Uber Driver is on the better side. It's a funny position. Dubious technique by Uber Driver. But we shall see. Is it enough to win? Black's really far away from that pawn. I'm thinking... I'm not gonna say it. Man. The master. King c6. Just when you thought it was safe to get out of the water. Oh. Oh no. Uber driver just proving his master strengthness. Uber driver's never lost against DK guy. He has this dominant score. No question about Uber driver's national masterness. Uber driver, why don't you just like apply for your national master title? Actually, DK guy, what do you have to be like a national master in Denmark? Technically, is there such a thing? Is it harder to become a national master than say? I mean, does it even exist in Denmark? You have no such title there. It's weird. I mean, you have your own rating system, but you don't have a master title? That's strange. So we can't shake Cormoran no matter what I do. Beat him head to head. Mr. Slowhand. No matter what you do, don't try to take Mr. Slowhand on in a mainline classical King's Indian. You risk your life. You risk your life and well-being. See, I'm wondering... Well, I can just castle here, I guess. I'm wondering if you can play Queen A5 check, Mr. Slow. Or not there. It's kind of an interesting question. Queen D4. That's a funny way to lose. Queen takes D4, resigns. Amazing. Chess is such a stupid game. Queen takes D4, knight E8, resigns. Dun dun dun. So D5. D5 is a problem. Yes? Hyper accelerated George Meyer. Only George Meyer would like this position. And now knight C3. Secret home analysis. A7's just hanging. But I'm curious about this. This is Kramnik style. Alms would crush me now. Home preparation. I'm just making this up. Last game, come on. But Mr. Slow, you'd think he'd be like tired out and beat up, and he's playing tougher than ever. Very accurate move order with D5. No, he didn't want to play any lazy D6. Absolutely principled D5. So A7 is hanging. Watch out. But what's my point here? I don't know. I feel like I'm playing the Dunst opening. Well, that's subtle. That is some subtle move there. Obviously, I'm going to play Bishop A7. Now we could be in trouble. After Rook E8. Double exclamation point. Are you even kidding me? Alms. The Alms style. And Rook E8 is an excellent move. I have to play F4. Black's played perfectly. Rook c8, very compact, no weaknesses, perfect development. Threatening e5, winning by force. I think Oms and Mr. Slowhander are going to the same chess school. They're not messing around. F4 is a good move anyway. I can play Rook c1 without having to worry about Bishop h6. Jababa would like this. But objectively, I mean, Black must be fine here. It's utterly dubious for White. Strange setup. Backward c-pawn. Okay, sometimes in these long Swisses, there's not enough masters, and this sort of the pairings start getting random toward the end. Village Lord is tilted. He's tilted and he got paired with Cormorant, so I have to win to try to win the tournament on tiebreak. Excuse me? What is that? Are you even kidding me? That's crazy. This is your brain on drugs. Very deep exchange sacrifice. Basically, I'm extremely confused. It's an exchange sacrifice. So what is going on here? Knight f6 check, king g7, knight e8, and like e4. E4 right away would be a good way to lose immediately. Knight f6 check, king g7, knight e8. I'll help you with your next move. But I definitely don't want to allow rook takes c2. Mr. Fancy. But objectively, you know, that's a silly move. Silly. Alright, queen e5. I don't know. You should just take on e8. But anyway. He wants to keep the hope alive. I think the simplest is still c4. He ends up in the same position. I guess his king is on f8 instead of g7. So I'm up a pawn, maybe a couple. I'm up a couple pawns. It was a spirited try. What, e5's hanging with check? He's punch drunk. I'm tired too. After 9 rounds, I don't play enough. Don't have as much stamina as I should. Now e4. But, I mean, do I want to play e4 actually? I just want to win the game. I mean, one way or another. Rook d1 also looks like a good move, objectively. So I'm not quite sure what my threat is if I play rook d1. I mean, rook d1, I think e4 is the right call. Before I get backward on the file. And he loses piece now. Hopefully. Or not. Damn. Look at that. He had a nice trick there. Pawn takes f5, rook e1 check. It ain't a draw. It ain't a draw. But now he's lost. It looks like. Almost fell for it. That's terrible. That'd be embarrassing. Pawn takes f5, rook e1 check. Resigns. Mate in 2. That close to a mate in 2. That would be bad, especially with the tournament on the line. I have an Uber driver-like score today. Lots of draws. But I like this opening by a slow hand. He played a really creative idea. It went a little bit over the top, though, I think. We're going to win a piece, and I've got the queen to protect the long diagonal. And this move also slightly unpleasant. Alright guys, back to tournament. Cormoran actually lost against Lemonade Master. Why am I not surprised? The unpredictable Lemonade Master can win at will against anybody. So, was it a c3 Sicilian? No. Could be. No. It's not even e4. Doesn't look good for black, though. Bad opening. You got a bad opening. Oh, c3 Sicilian is cheesy noob. Yeah. No, he's not cheesy noob. Definitely not. So we got one game left. Xerox against DK Guy. It's always DK Guy. He has the longest games. There's also Krevetko still playing. Tournament standings are not finished. DK Guy, you know, actually Xerox could finish. He could finish like second with a win. Ooh, he's dominating. Xerox is up a piece. I know you guys can see that for yourselves. Acerbate stands in the way of Xerox possibly finishing as high as second place. Acerbate used 4 minutes of his time for this game. That's like a world record. E4, knight c6, c3. Nothing stands the way of Acerbate's a-pawn. He was voted least likely to queen a pawn by his high school graduating class. Yes. He just dropped his queen. Why did I know that was going to happen? Alright. Through another game. Disgraceful. Acerbate dropping her queen on purpose. Very suspicious. Probably Xerox is winning there. Those A pawns are going to be difficult. You know, A and B pawns. But, you know, it's not like I wouldn't resign yet. Back to tournament. Viewer tournament. Is it over? It's over? Tournament complete? What? Wait, there's 16 players. That's it? I gotta refresh. It is complete. So Xerox finished third on tiebreak. Yeah, he's solidly 3 points behind. A little less than 3 points behind. 2.75 tiebreak behind Cormoran. And I win first place. Cormoran, again, can have a case for the arena, maybe favoring him. But a solid performance by Cormoran based on rating. You know, he was up at the top 2 the whole tournament. Good to see you put up a fight, Asterbait, and use more than 30 seconds for the game. Xerox in third place. So these are the final standings. Myself, not a very good start, but I managed to somehow score 7.5 points, although I was totally lost against the Alms. I want to just have a look at that last game with Mr. Slow, because that was a fun opening. You know, I just made up something here, and I don't remember what George Meyer plays in this position. Though he does play this line. Normally he's like castled first. Kramnik and George Meyer. C takes d4, castles, and so d5 is the most accurate move right away. But I guess there's nothing wrong with knight c6. Why should that be bad? As long as you play d5, I think it's a good move. Oh my god, Kramnik right away. White should play like Kramnik right away with knight c3 first, and slightly better. That's so bizarre. How do we generate enough counterplay here? It's like the knight c6 Grunfeld. That's amazing that white is better in this position. So I played this. It's too slow. Bang, bishop f5. Rook c8. Now I have to play... I was going to play rook c1, but I chickened out because of bishop h6. Ooh, c4 is a move. So here he finds rook e8, and I have to play f4. And now check this out. Knight g4. This is sound. Dude, it's sound to play knight g4. Oh my god. It's not sane, but it's sound. The sane move is something normal, like the engine suggestion of queen d7. You know, that's the sane move. This is unbelievable that this actually works. It actually works. Bishop takes g7, king g7, knight d5. And so this is your mistake. You didn't see the subtle king g8. Can't say I would have found that myself. Really creative idea, Mr. Slow. I mean, that's awesome, dude. So now you're busted. Apparently. +9. Though I didn't play the best move. I had just bishop takes e5. Okay. I was terrified to allow rook takes c2, rook takes e2. So I did. This is apparently not that clear. Then he makes a second blunder. King f8. After rook e8, you're actually still in the game. Alright, guys. Back to the standings, though. DK guy got a tough pairing. You got a tough pairing last round. Krevetko. But you pulled out a win. Uber Driver was almost unbeatable. I don't understand how Cormoran beat him. Virtually unbeatable. So the prizes go to myself, first place, the cup. Cormoran, second place, deserved. Xerox with a solid performance. He lost a dragon against me, but I think, you know, his position was okay. That'd be another interesting game to analyze. I'll take a look at that later on my own time. I want to thank all you guys. I played Cormoran, Xerox, Uber Driver, DK, Lemonade Master. It looks like my field. Mr. Slow, Krevetko. It was good, guys. Good practice for me. I'm going to be playing again tomorrow morning. If you'd like to join us with Blitz and Rap Chess in the morning at 11 a.m. CEST. And Thursday is our game analysis. I have room for a couple of games. If anybody really wants to analyze a game here on the stream with us, I can take 3 or 4 submissions. Please send me a message here on lichess. Sparkle Horse on lichess, as you know. I've got Jim and Blobix for next week. This week already. So if there's room for a couple new games, Mr. Slow, you're always welcome. Creative idea there. You thought like a minute and a half on that idea of knight g4. That is really credible, man. Okay, so tomorrow morning Blitz and Rapid. Congratulations to the top 10. I should read it out. Sparkle Horse, Cormoran, Xerox, Uber Driver, DK Guy, Lemonade Master, Unpredictable, Irun, good to see you. Testosterone, good to see you as well. Slowhand, Crevetco. Thanks to all you guys, and congratulations, top 3. And thanks everybody for playing. We'll be back tomorrow morning. Mr. Coffee, thanks as always. And again, Thursday is a 3+2 arena I'm playing in for support of my friends in the Hungarian All-Star Arena. And I'll be streaming, and also our game analysis Thursday night. Hey guys, good fight. Lots of good players. We'll see you later. Bye-bye. Bye-bye, guys. Take care.